Do I even have money? Oh my god, I don't. No, no, bro. I don't even have enough coins. I have to. No, forget Eli. I need this. I can't even run this yet. What the? Ugh. Ah, forget that guy. I don't care. Okay, I just need to make sure. Is my chat like actually working? Okay, I should definitely save this. For not, I should save my pots, which means I'm gonna go on my alt and type this message out. If I can duo with somebody, I can definitely finish this in with enough time that my pots have. What is this? Oh, I could put this here too. Okay, well. Please, I need somebody. Anybody. See, this wouldn't be an issue if APF still played. Then I would have more than enough time. Who the fuck is Harria? Herja? Oh, this looked like one of my friends. And this shit is untradeable. Where are these even from? If I didn't have my EXP pots up, I would have run a different dungeon. But I needed at least until like 11, not 11, at least until like around 120-ish, 130-ish. If I don't get a duo until then I'm definitely, I think we're just gonna wait until after. And then while we watch trios, I'll try and do that on the side. So yeah, I will definitely say I got the time an hour early. We are too early for this. But the mainstream is up again. I'm assuming YouTube stream will probably not be up until it actually starts. To probably be, I don't know if they'll do a super long countdown, but I want to say at the very least like 30 minutes before it goes live. Bro, please. This cannot be this hard to just get a duo. Please, hit me up. I need this. What I got here? Only 4 golden peppers? Alright, I'm not missing much then. Thank God. It's actually super annoying that this shit is untradeable. I mean, you can't put this in storage. Like, this is so stupid. This actually just reminded me. There's somewhere that I saw. Apparently, there's an inventory management guide on the official wiki. Inventory management. A detailed guide on how to manage every inventory in the game, aka what the players should keep and what to destroy slash decompose slash sell. Alrighty. Let's look at for when we are. Brother. What do you mean level 1 to 7,000? What about level 1 to fucking. Okay, event items. Brother, what? Oh, they're just so it's manual. Alright, thought they would just list every single thing out for you. Unfortunately not. Well, I guess I can play some dice. I just get a 8. Oh my god. No, okay, I thought that was actually gonna put me on this card. Nine. Ooh, a 10x. Glad I didn't use it there, but I feel like I should hold on to this because there's gonna be a... I'm getting low rolls right now, so I'm glad that I haven't used it yet. Three times five. I really want to save this for like a dungeon, not a dungeon, a boss. Potentially getting past a boss. Wow, amazing. 610. This is a horrible run so far. Let's go 100. I needed that. Now that is just sad. 6 spots gone to waste. Ooh, perfect 10. Your druid keeper reputation advanced to level 2. Wait, that was 7 rolls? That was so fast. I just closed out my chat arena by accident. Where are the support stockings? Not missing the glasses. Very good placeholder stuff. And somehow I'm still slow as shit. This actually reminds me, did they buff? How much did they buff Rainier? Oh, what the hell was that? Class balance. Alright, not really much. I don't even remember what my skill stuff was. Alright, guys. I would say, actually, you know what we can do? We can discuss what we think the changes are gonna be. What do you think? What do we think they're gonna bring? Because I didn't think it was gonna be much. I was just gonna be like, it's Naraka Fest. It's that time of year. It's that time of year for basically us to basically get zero news or any sort of information whatsoever about what's coming for the future, and then out of nowhere they just lay it all out. They lay it on everybody. Only thing is, it was literally until when was this? Actually, let me go to the official Discord because this was said yesterday, bro. Before yesterday, I wasn't really having like super high hopes. Then we just have, oh, we got new tech, better optimization, fixes for long-standing issues, all that and more. I was like, huh? Huh? Wait a second. What do you mean? Fixes for long-standing issues. Use Latel stream? Indeed. We love Latel. Latel is my life. At the very least, it's been for a long time. I've been hard grinding ever since the new class dropped. I would definitely say I was more so grinding before the new class dropped. I think I got like 500 fucking levels. Actually, no. I think it's around like 300 to 350 levels. But getting to the higher end, it definitely makes it easier to start like getting more EXP like faster. Too lazy? I might try to get back into it eventually. I mean, they with the new class, there's always a burning event that they release with the new class, and it's just free. This burning event actually fast tracks you to 10K. Before it fast tracked you to 8K. Now it gets you to Ascension 2, which is really nice. So should I have 4 extra points? I don't even know where. Wait, where were these 4 extra points? Never mind. I was talking in third person. This was the person asking for a duo earlier. Wait, but this guy ain't even like, okay, bruh. Wait, why are we Lucent? Holy shit, these boots. Wait a second. Wait, let me fucking check this in a calculator. 133 move speed. 51 crit. Okay, that crit is dog shit. Only strength. 1440. Wait, what is this? 14456. 105 attack. Maybe these aren't that great. It kind of just looked like they were great. Dual minimum is not really that. What is this? 81? Is this a B tier? This is only a C tier boots. That's crazy. But it's 8 in S tier potential. Oh, and also yeah, this next update or this past update that brought in the 10K armor made it so that 6K armor is now a 100% upgrade or a success rate. And the materials, both the normal and special materials, have been reduced drastically. When I say drastically, I mean gear that used to cost because the success rate was so low. I think it's like what 40, I think it's like 50% for normal and then 60% for special enchant. But since the success rate is so low, and if you fail it, it literally breaks your fucking armor, or it booms your armor as people call it. Um it was so bad that you get like, imagine you get like so many good, you get a good base, and then you get like three, let's say you get like a quad enchant, four four stats that are really really good that you want to have on your armor, and then you get 3 out of 4 upgraded, and then you break it, you fail on the 4th one, and then you lose the entire fucking armor. Now you have to fucking play RNG, dropping the same base, but with the same stats, or similarly good enough stats. And that's just like, that's just the pain of best in slot fucking gear and shit. And because of that, we have like this scaling system here where, let me actually share my screen or browser window. Where is this? So we've got this scaling system here, right? You got F to E tier, bad replaces unfinished previous tier, D to C, minimum to replace previous. If you get a B tier normally, it's worth upgrading. Because 6K is no longer the highest, now B tier is not worth upgrading. The only tier that's worth upgrading is A tier, because it's quite literally there's a chance that you can get an S tier level 2 enchant. But unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, but the rate is just so low that it's like you're just gonna want to go for B and A tier, because as you can see, like even this C tier, this guy's boots that I put in, they have, like I said, the potential A to S tier. And since 6K is no longer the highest, before you could go for like A tier gear and shit, right? Like if you got maybe a B tier and then you had like the lowest enchant, you would still probably potentially get like an S tier enchant. So I made some pretty insane boots. Literally the day that we got the update. And the boots that I made are hoo-wee. This shit is diabolical. Let me put this in the calculator. I think I'd feel like a mole if I played two Maple inspired games at the same time. What's the second one? What are you mean just Maple and Latil? Eidolon and Latil? Eidolon. What is this? Oh, that definitely, okay, I can see what you mean. I don't even remember what the normal stat was that I got, but my boots that I made has 141 crit. It has attack percentage. No, there's no attack percentage on this. These are the upgraded. These are level 4 enchants, not level 2, so don't even pay attention to the lucent boots. They're already fucking lucent. But holy shit. This was diabolical what I got it. Basic stats. 16. Move speed is 176. Bro, I literally enchanted double S tier boots. I was like, holy shit, what is this? And for S tier, for this rarity before, typically when you didn't have 100% success rate, I think nowadays getting an enchant like this, like it's still super lucky. Like your bases won't break anymore, but you can still get bad rolls, right? You can still get a good base, you can still get a bad roll, in which the base is pretty much useless at that point. Like I remember having a few bases up at this point where I got like I think I got like I think I either got a quad or a penta, which is like very unlikely to even pull as a drop or like a normal like get it out of a coupon. So I pulled this and then all of my enchants were low. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sad because every enchant was like fucking C to E tier." It was actually diabolical. Sounds pretty lucky. Yeah, it was super lucky. But I think these boots now, if I we don't even know like what the reference price is anymore, because boots of this tier before, like they said, would cost several hundreds of billions of Eli to make a single piece. And so if you ever got like a piece that was this good, it's not a quad or it's not a Pensa, but it's a quad that's double S tier. It would probably be like middle of the pack, probably the upper echelon of like upwards of almost like maybe 600 to 700 billion if you would even like put it at that. But now that it's 100% rate, I think if I were to sell my boots, I could probably make like could probably sell my boots for maybe 25 to like 30 billion now, which is a far cry from what it used to be before. That's what people are actually selling their shit for now. I think I saw like someone selling an S tier Lucent for 10 bill. It was an S tier top, and I was like, damn, well, I don't have enough money for that, but I feel like since I have an A tier Lucent, I don't really feel like I should buy an S tier top. I think it's just better off if I'm good with what I have right now, and I could definitely like enchant an A tier or an S tier top. But if that guy is selling his top for S tier or an S tier top for fucking 10B, and I don't even know if the enchants were really the best enchants. But if 10 bill for that, maybe double S tier would just be like double that, and then triple S tier would probably be double that. Will probably be the easiest way to uh to scale money or pricing. Ugh. But the amount of gears, oh my god. I'm feeling exactly what all of the other people that were already super strong at this point in time, I'm feeling what they're feeling when you get you run a dungeon and you get a shit ton of pieces of gear and then they're all fucking trash bases. And then you have to wait until the next day to try again. Or you use a dungeon reset pot and then you run it again only to get the same amount of fucking trash bases. Maybe you get one or two good bases after and then you get a low roll and you got to try again. That's the fucking experience that I'm feeling right now, but it's self-fulfilling at the same time because now that I've kind of expended a little bit of money into that as well, like real world currency, so I could get like I got one, I think I bought gloves which were S tier. I bought an A tier gloves base and I increased it to a double S tier. And I have double S tier boots that I made. I think I bought someone else's like cheap fold. I think it was B tier and I upgraded it to S tier. And now I have like two A tier top and A tier helmet. But I'm significantly stronger compared to what I was before. And now I can actually stop having to pay other people to like carry me. That's been a large majority of like my time playing Latil recently has been asking like either I run with other like guild mates and they can like sometimes run me for free, or I run with one of my friends and I pay them like a discounted price because we're, guild members. But if I don't have to do that anymore, like yeah, it might not be as fast of a run to do it with them and pay the extra money, but I can do like before, let's say for comparison, when me and APF were playing last year, sometime like not even I don't even think it was last year. I think it was just like earlier this year. He and I were about like level 1.3, 1.3 something. Basically a little bit over this guy's level. With the gear that we had, we didn't have 6K gear and shit, right? I think we only had like support gear or either we're using support. I think we're using support gear. What's up, Gasparzin? Jacob and Naraka Fest stream start at the same time. Naraka Fest starts in 20 minutes. I should probably not, instead of doing 1 hour, it should be like Naraka Fest at 2 a.m. Eastern. I see. Thank you. No problem. But me and APF, we ran this dungeon on difficulty 4, and it took us 2 hours. It took us 2 hours to run it as a duo. Majority of the dungeon was, I think we ran the dungeon in like 40-ish minutes, and then we were stuck on the boss for an hour and a half almost. That shit was fucking abysmal. That was the single instance that made APF quit the game. The bro had to take a hiatus. That shit was too much, bro. But yo, Mr. Ghost, thank you for the 270 bits. I appreciate it. What's good, man? It took us 2 hours to do that. I can solo this dungeon now in 35 minutes. That's a significant fucking power boost. And if APF still played and he got his gear up, we could probably duo the dungeon in maybe 15 minutes. I remember there was another guy that I was trying to like do Rift with, and it took us literally like an hour to do Rift. Bro's like, you want to go and Rift with me and my friend? I'll just like, sure, I guess we can run Rift. And I'm sitting here thinking that his friend is stronger than me. Bro is slightly weaker than me. That shit took us fucking forever. That was on my gear before I have it right now. Now I can do 2 Rift runs in like 45 minutes. Like it's not lightning fast like doing 2 Rift runs in like 10 minutes or paying somebody to take you in like 10 minutes and shit. And at least at this point I can like you can definitely get more out of getting somebody to carry you so that you can like get more EXP from other dungeons as well. But it's like majority of your XP is going to come from you just running Rift anyways. So if you can at least solo that, then you can just repeatedly do that like every day, put in about 40-ish minutes to run Rift, and you'll just slowly but surely get stronger and stronger as time goes on, right? And then best case scenario, you don't have to solo it. You can just go in duo with somebody, and then it cuts the time down in like half because there's now 2 people. This duo of yours could either be stronger, like much stronger, around the same strength, slightly weaker, but another person always helps. And that's where I'm at right now, where I'm like, all right, so I know how long it takes me to do this, but it would probably be best if I can get somebody that I can like run this with. Because I am also approaching the leaderboard again. It's currently 16.68. I'm a beater soon. This will be the first time I've never been so motivated. I will get into the top 100. How close are you already? Well, I am 11.24. So I'm still about 540-ish levels off. But it only took me what? I think I was literally like a week and a half to 2 weeks ago. I was like fucking. I wasn't playing every single night and I wasn't playing like every day, every single night. And I could get like 20 levels like a day. If I wanted to do Rift and like dungeons, I would be able to get like 20 to like 25 a day. So now I could probably get to that mark in a few weeks. Maybe even like a week and a half or maybe 2 weeks if I dedicate a day to just running like EXP maybe twice, which would be like over it'd be almost 2 hours, right? Almost 2 hours a day. And I'm also at the point now where I can probably start focusing I can focus my efforts into playing. I feel like my base from my Rainier is like fine as it is. It's not like the worst. It's also like not too it's not the best. Pretty sure this is like a C tier base or whatnot. I'm not looking to upgrade this, but I could move my gear that I have, and I think I also just made like some gloves. Yeah, I just made, oh my god. It's actually crazy that I made this base of gloves. This is a fucking, I think it's like a double S tier potential upgrade. I was like, I could either sell it or I could use it because it's magic based. It has strength and magic and an additional magic. I don't know, like I could just use this on my Rainier. Fuck it. I don't need to sell it. It's like if I put this in the calculator, there's a gear score calculator. This is 9571. Damn, 16. Jesus. I rolled a 16%. Holy fuck. Triple S attack and intensity, bro. That is just insane. B tier and then 19,464. A tier base. Double S to triple S fucking loosen, bro. That is absurd. Where is my thing? Here we go. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna, I think I will do that. All right, chat. 9 or 8 more minutes until Naraka Fest. Is it live on YouTube? Indeed it is. Oh. What the? Wait, Naraka Fest is only 30 minutes? What the But like it says, Naraka Fest 1500, and then J Cup 1530, and Naraka Fest 2025 is coming up in 2.5 minutes. I'm not listening to that. You know, when I see the first thing that I looked at when I saw this message, new tech, better optimization, fixes for long-standing issues, and all that and more, I was like, don't you dare blue ball us, all right? You can't say this unless you know. And here's the thing that's always been that's always been present within the Naraka community is that the Naraka moderators in the Discord get like they get like they get information, obviously, like they get like back end information and shit, right? So like if we were to like have like a tier list of like who has the most information about anything in this game, it would literally be like at the very bottom, your average player who doesn't know anything, right? And then you have the the average player, and then you have like partners and forerunners. I mean, I guess you could say that partners and forerunners for a long time kind of were like equal. The only difference is that like partners could get paid and forerunners couldn't. Or at least partners were under like the payroll and forerunners were like working their way up to becoming partners and everything, right? So after forerunner slash partner, then you have like pros and shit. The pros that actually like in my standing that can be able to like talk to like the like 24 entertainment staff and everything, and be able to like learn of different news, get different opportunities to be able to like test stuff, early access, maybe give some feedback, give some insight onto like I remember before like I got like asked for feedback on like some skin designs that eventually like got put into the game. And then I'm pretty sure above after pros and you have like casters and shit, because you know casters and analysts are like literally like people that are working with 24 Entertainment and Naraka, right? And NetEase. So you got them, and I'm pretty sure I would put underneath casters and analysts. We don't even have really analysts. We'll just have casters. But after that, I'm pretty sure that I'd put that at probably put the moderators between pros and caster with information. All right, Naraka Fest has begun. Oh shit, that's my browser audio. I'm actually stupid. What am I trying to close? The text. Starting in 30 seconds. Alright, guys. It's time. What will we learn this year? What shall they tell us?
Hope everyone from the stadium and online. Good afternoon.
Wait, who's this?
You all are still buzzing from the thrilling solo final yesterday.
Oh, it's Leo. Okay, well, I mean, who's the guy?
Today, we are gearing up for the ultimate trio showdown. Before we dive into it, we will be live streaming the launch event for the 2025 Naraka Fest. Now, let's welcome the producer of Naraka Playpoint to share the details of
This is really nice. It's gonna be now between games. Naraka Fest is now.
风流倜傥，一把平平无奇的折扇，点穴、格挡、谢晋，无所不能。
老头儿，今天该讲哪位天下第一的故事了？
这天下第一飞刀，
非我莫属。
Picked up a fan. Bro, it's always the otherworldly fucking... I'm about to say, imagine he did the move, imagine he did the maneuver from that Uncle Jiang did in Whirlwind's Meat. Wait, that was fast. Alright, bro. I was about to say another thing. If you didn't know any better, you could say that this guy in the red cloak looks like Arano. And this guy in the white looks like Chen. Bro. It's more Whirlwind's Meat than Naraka. I mean, that's just the aesthetic, isn't it? I mean, I guess you could say it's more Whirlwind's Meat than Naraka because the outfits are like... Naraka still has traditional outfits and everything, but like... When you look at this, you don't really think about Naraka. Because people don't move like this in Naraka. The only person who moves like this in Naraka is Lee. And Wu Chen. Okay, what was that?
成为天下第一，不靠刀剑，靠你的心。心中若有刀，飞花摘叶，皆可伤人。你的刀够快了，你的心却还不够。
And Naraka is more superpowered than martial arts now?
老头儿，你这书都老掉牙的故事了，谁还听
You
这
could say that.
故事啊？
对呀，是得写上新的名字了。
Bro came in through hands and then was taught a lesson and walked away a new man. Oh, it's fucking Raekwon.
Hello everyone.
欢迎各位莅临深圳节杯啊，同时也是我们2025年的勇武斗剑发布会的直播现场啊。我是永劫无间制作人关磊，邀请各位一起来看看永劫来年新计划的第一手情报。都说
Somebody said a fetish collab, man. That's crazy.
预入打进决赛的战队啊，今天能够凭借着百炼的修行一致，拔得头筹，取得天下第一啊！
For all Naraka players, we've setting the stage for you to become the
Clash
greatest
of
warrior
weapons.
alive. In
Limited time new mode.
Clash of Weapons.
作为古龙 IP 联
It's a
动的现
limited
实
time
玩法
crossover
你
battle
将在
mode
月
in
圆
which
之夜
you
登
will
上
step
宫
on
顶，
rooftop
用
in
你
the full
最擅长
moonlight
的武
using
器
your
与
best
对手
weapon
一
to
决高
fight
下
against each other
拿
for
下专
exclusive
属的兵器
weapon
称号，
titles.
请看影片。
3-man mode? I mean, this is what we saw on the test server. Not the test server. This is what we saw on like the what we saw in the patch notes, where you basically have like a weapon leaderboard. Now, I don't know if you fight people with the same weapon or not, but
Tomorrow, part 2 of the Naraka
这个直
crossover
播现场，
Gulong
我们
collab
现在
will
展
be
示《永
launched,
劫无间》与古龙联动的第2期正式上线啊！
including
除了玩
outfits,
法之
soul
外，还
chains,
包含
and
了我们
more.
全新的英雄外观和魂域。期待
Second
各位
phase
大
of the
家
crossover available.
一起登上我们
So please
紫禁之
get
It's a
ready
Temmie
for
skin?
fresh
Alright.
weapons and strive to be
历
the
年的
best.
勇武
You
斗
see,
剑
they're
大
giving
会
Temmie
啊
some
During
love.
the past
携
Naraka
手
Fest, we
整
have
个武
already
林也
explored
曾
a
经拜
vast
会了
range
各大宗
of
师。
martial arts and
今
met
天
many masters.
永劫就要
Today,
以
with
李
the
寻欢
collab
为起
of
点，
Li
正式
Xunhuan
启
Li,
动
we will
内
start a
容开
pledge
But that's
for
crazy. We're starting off with the collab. All right.
We will be rolling out a series of long-term content featuring all kinds of
Project
content.
Unchained.
那个曾经令
Culture IP combination.
热血沸腾的电影
Project Unchained sound like a second game.
永劫无间与你们再会了啊！相信这些经典
New
武侠
game
小
mode.
说在你们手
New
中
crossover with Wuxia anime.
也真的能打。
New hero. Wait, this is already what happened. New crossover with Gulong. What was that?
舍身拆火的岳山还有那个昨天晚上全心全意替你牵线的胡桃24工
On
作室
behalf of
发
all
扬
Naraka
永劫的
players,
侠义，携
we
手
at 24 Entertainment have partnered with China Siyuan Foundation to donate and construct sports facility for a number of rural schools and even
建设
provide
名为
martial
我
art
生无拘
classes.
的体育教室，并
Let's
且
roll
开
the
设了
clip.
武术课哦，请看我们介绍影片。
下雨了，
缺人缺资源，很难出成绩。我想了很多办法，尝试教授武术，让他们去看更大的世界。
一家公益组织邀请我来给学生们上一节课。
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it $1.50. We do not care.
下定决心，这节课无论如何我都要来上。同学们进来吧，今天我给你们上课。
Now,
孩子
the
们能
kids
够
can
在
enjoy
Nobody in
brand new
global
space
cares
to
about
practice
that.
martial
甚至可以
arts
打
and
出
maybe
永劫
even
篇
pull
招
off
式
a
哦
few Naraka moves.
为了替
We
这份
cannot
善意
make
留
such
下共
donation
同的纪
without
念
you.
明
To
天开始参与
commemorate
相
this
关活动
goodwill, we are
就可以获
releasing
得
a martial
武
art
术师
master
傅证书了
certificates tomorrow
也欢
onwards
迎大
for
家
you
多
to
多分
collect.
享，让孩子们好
Please
学
share
上
the
武的
news
心
so that
愿
the kids
可以被更
with
多人
strong
看见了。
resolution to learn can be seen
好
by
吧，
more
接下来我
people.
们要
Now,
上猛
let's
料
watch。the new PV.
虽破一切，却
The
再
new
造一
PV.
切穷尽一生天机算尽，只为重炼阴阳，再开前
Seeing a bunch of hero stuff. Wuchen, Viper, Tarka,
像生
Akos,
出了那个东西。
Tianhai. Who's that?
此天地早已是万劫不复。冤兮冤兮，似万物
Sunwing and Moonbane.
这无状之状，又怎甘屈居一隅？
You say new PVE?
绵延万劫，迟早拖着一切归于无尽混沌。你们的世界会如何面对那无垠的苦？
Wait, this map? What is this map?
找到
New overall map? Wait, this looks sick.
我
But is this a Rift or what in the Fortnite shit was that?
比劫的无尘，你们能算到？
In a distant parallel world, Sunwing and Moonbane emerge as one, an ancient deity of chaos has returned. It can break the space and gather fragments from different universes. Here, Naraka Blame Point.
So is this an ever-changing map?
Skybreak. And with its new season comes the first shuffle map, the Maelstrom. Let's take a look.
Finally, bro. This is exactly what we've been talking about. I've always said that they need to have some shit change about the map.
数万种可能性等待大家探索。破碎的大陆之间地势险峻，混沌之毒、怪物诡异和暗域对英雄们构成了多重截杀。但危机之中总有转机，特殊区域万界地的掉落特别丰富，甚至有概率获得神兵碎片。抢先集齐。 就能组合出扭转战局的开天斧。
This is the Maelstrom, a mysterious, ever-changing world, a grand stage to test your ability and tactics. Make sure to check it out on December 30th Pacific Time, the first day of the new season. Let me introduce a new hero in the Skybreak season, Xander Wu, Agent of Chaos. She's a steadfast, spirited figure who will not stop until she gets what she deserves.
Pretty cool change. Oh, he got fucking cut off while he was talking. Who this? New heroes? Zen. I thought that shit says Zendaya Wu. Yo.
Xander's arrows aren't the only thing blazing through the battlefield. We also have Naraka's brand new ranged weapon, the dual flintlocks. It will arrive midway through this new season, slicing your path to victory.
Barrier 2.0, she better fucking not be.
The evolution. Seek out the Chaos Zero upon the battlefield and use them to forge your own martial arts style. In February next year, use your imagination to conquer the battlefield. From Tao of Bizarre Immortal to Slay the Gods, all of the collab cosmetics are perfect. Am I right?
啊，还有我们刚刚上线的战神联动，是不是
The art design is always on point. Am I right?
啊，美术这么给力啊
Am I right?
Of
Are they?
course, in the new season, we also have new original cosmetic series. They are the new martial arts series.
Wait, ooh.
The
Wait,
new
but who that?
Chinese calligraphic series. On top of that, there will be new regular treasures and extreme rare level outfits for Ino 1.
Holy shit.
We will be posting sneak peeks of the new season cosmetic on our official channels later. Please stay tuned. On January 22nd, a new traversal chapter, River Runs Red, will arrive.
On January when? Yeah, it's time for the new Rift season.
January 22nd, a new traversal chapter, River Runs Red, will
That means it's
arrive.
red?
You will step into a South Zone map that can switch between PvE and PvP.
The new map of Rift traversal art concept.
In
Okay,
River Runs
someone
Red, you
said
will
that
enter the outer
since
world.
we were
Here,
on
instead of
Holoroth
attacking each other, you will sneak into the city and break out
before,
But do watch
then maybe
out for
the new Rift map would be like
sundial.
Perdoria.
If you move its hands, you will switch to the inner world and it's back on PvP. At the same time, you have to save our hero 岳飞。
各自为战，解救岳飞的同时啊，重新展开对抗。
We lost a translator.
Seems we've got new map. Naraka will also work with Xilin Steel Art Publication to create exclusive steel designs for upcoming chapters. We'll bring in the rich world of Naraka to real life. Over the past year,
Can we bring the rich world of Naraka to real life outside of China?
First of all is the frame rate.
Oh? Something about frame rate?
Medium frame rate is 160
Motherfucker.
FPS. That's an increase of 12% from last year when it was 102. Optimizations, more appearance on lower and intermediate builds. On setup like this, we saw the medium FPS rocketed up 22% within a single year. In terms of FPS discrepancies, following a few adjustments, we have now reached a solution. Furthermore, there will be another major optimization this December. Those FPS boosts will soon be great. All thanks to in-depth optimization of this game's engine architect and coding. We emulate a trio teamfight scenario to test it out. Before implementing the new framework, it was around 80 FPS, but now it's close to 150. We have worked hard for years.
That's not even 80, that's 150. That's 110. Okay.
We never waived when it comes to anti-hacking. We've banned 200,000 accounts found hacking in 2025.
200,000 accounts. Let that fucking sink in for a sec.
Thanks to new virtualization technology, we can even handle tough issues like DMA hacking. We have already banned 2,254 accounts. Next, let's look at our optimization plans in 2026. We will be launching spectating and recording features very soon. Also launching is the illegal team inspector, the mentor system, and guild war will be optimized in middle of the season. Lastly, let's end up with a big reveal.
100,000 bans is crazy. Yes, it is.
We'll be releasing another new map and new mode in 2026. Please stay tuned. There's still more exciting news to share with you all. I will let Zaza to fill you in. Hello everyone. Good afternoon everyone from the stadium and online. I am Jaja. Welcome to the Naraka Fest live stream. Before introducing some special friends, we'd like to play a song.
What in the 1950s cartoon, bro?
I'm sure many of you recognize this familiar melody. Yes, the embodiment of justice will come to the world of Naraka.
Yeah, because of course he will.
Stand in way of justice. Naraka Blame Point crossover Mr. Black.
Mr. Black.
December 30th, PT, Tenhai and Golden Keeper Shio will be taking on a new form as a part of the Black Cat Squad. Next summer, Naraka's Project Unchained introduced a special crossover featuring classical IPs, The Legend of Qin. While we have new friends, please don't forget our old friends who will be returning to Naraka. It's the second round of the Naraka Blame Point crossover 洛天依.
Also, Karumi players can get their shit that they already got.
Collaboration has been confirmed.
Wow. Amazing.
It's the fourth of the Naraka Fests. We know that rewards must be abundant. Following the new version on December 22nd, we have got mysterious boss for you all, and 5 legendary cosmetics to dress you up. All you have to do is to log in during the event, and you can open a mystery box to get a legendary cosmetic you haven't owned yet. Take part in a range of activity, rank up points, and you will be able to open up even more boxes, up to 5 in total.
Your stuff is always nice.
Awesome outfits, weapons, and effects, among other great rewards, can all be yours.
Legendary cosmetic accessories effect for free.
But there is still more. In fact, there is an offline party for
you can finally get your old shit for free.
One avenue more right now.
Guys, this is looking like low-key one of the worst Naraka Fests I've ever seen.
Opening on December 19th, we have seen Naraka fans make their ways to join the event, watch the incredible Jung Show. Everybody's having a blast. Tomorrow night, the annual Gold Tier Award will be held as scheduled. All your favorite content creators will show up. The J-Cup Solo Finals ended yesterday. Congrats again to our champion, T.E. Wu Feng. We will be holding a stream for Trio Finals soon, so come join us and witness a champion team rising. After tomorrow's version update, don't forget to log into the game to collect your rewards. 6 primal treasure chests of your choice, and 5 splendor treasure chests, choice of gifts, and more. That's all for this Naraka Fest. Thank you so much for watching.
That was a whole lot of nothing. That was literally the worst Naraka Fest I've ever seen. Yo, I'm about to end stream. Fuck this. I just waited a whole hour to see. The only good thing was the map that's gonna be the shuffled map, which is something that it's not that the shuffling map is a bad idea. It's that like they're taking 3 different maps and they're taking different pieces from it and they're shuffling them together so that the map is not always going to be the same in every game, which I guess could make it so that it's never the same old thing that you're fucking playing. But also at the same time, I was just like, you guys never do anything to the maps that you currently have existing like at all. There's no like events or anything. Like every other battle royale literally adds. The only map that they ever did this to as well was only Morris, where they actually added like new areas and stuff outside of collabs and shit, right? Brother, is that an hour from now? I'm not gonna fucking wait for that. If that's an hour. What is this? UGC plus 8. It's in 7 minutes. I'm so glad that like half of the Naraka Fest was looking like old collabs getting fucking renewed. Hooray! FPS 12% increase. Who gives a shit about that FPS being increased? Like, it's okay. Realistically speaking, okay, this shit is loud as fuck. Realistically speaking, this is the wrong fucking thing. FPS getting better is always a good thing, right? Props to them for being able to optimize the FPS even more, but like, that's not even the problem, bro. That's not the main problem. The main problem is that having too much FPS just fucking makes it insane. Should have done it a lot sooner to attract to keep more players with worse rigs. It's one of the problems. New players ban is the biggest global issue. Yeah, the problem is there's legit no, like, we're stuck in this perpetual fucking motion of not being able to get people to play the game, but also being tasked with legit trying to get people to fucking play the game. But it's just like, I don't know how many times I have to tell you, I don't know how many times I have to tell them that there's just long term, like they legit want people to brute force through the abysmal new player experience to be able to play the fucking game, to get more players so that we can actually get like the quote unquote fixes that we need and shit. But it's like, bro, how are you going to get people to play this game the way that you want to get people to play this game? Because like, you want people to advertise and get people into playing the game, but then at the same time you get those people into playing the game and then they have like a shit experience and then they fucking leave. What the hell? Why is the collaboration between Naraka, Bladepoint, and Overwatch only discussed on Chinese live streams? What the fuck? They're collabing with Overwatch? That could turn something up. But let's be honest here. If Naraka is collabing with Overwatch, one of them is a hero shooter, the other one's a fucking BR. I don't think you're gonna get anybody from Overwatch to play Naraka. And like vice versa. Ugh. Now, of course, there's always that little bit of copium, right? There's that little extra bit of copium that one could have. You can never have too much copium. You remember every single Naraka Fest, there was always shit that they were like, they never really talk about global shit in Naraka Fest, right? It seems to be that the only time that they actually talk about global shit is when it comes to the anniversary. Because the global shit, the last thing that we got the last global news that we got regarding anything Naraka related was literally like, I kid you not, the free-to-play and PlayStation release, bro. And that was for the second anniversary. Shit. I know PS5 player with every single star skin. That's diabolical. See, I play on console and I'm amazed how much people are willing to spend on our side. The game has so many issues and yet people are just slinging hundreds. I know PS player. Oh, you already said that. To be fair, you'll probably never live to see another game like Naraka. I mean, I wouldn't say it probably wouldn't live to see another game like Naraka. With every passing year and every passing moment that Raekwon gets on the camera to talk about the shit that they're bringing to Naraka, is always a fiber in my body that inches closer towards wanting them to sell the rights to be bought out by a different fucking company that will actually do some shit with this game. This is to add that new gifting thing. I've seen people just gift 15k gold, and I'm like, had this dumb rank restriction change for years, dwindling out our player base and killing any hope returnees ever coming back. Because they can't play with their friends anymore. Nobody wants to catch up with fucking randoms. They can bot farm quick match. They just copy Marvel Rivals rank system. Why restrict server? I mean, in a BR, the thing that I don't really get is, I do understand that it needs to be a unranked and ranked mode and shit, right? I just think that they just need to make, like, stop complicating things. They need to stop complicating things so much, bro. Literally just have quick play and then have ranked. And that's it. That's fucking it, bro. Stop having so many of these, like you can have these other fucking modes and everything, but like stop separating the main modes into like so many of these things. Like the problem that we have now, that we've had for the last 2 seasons, is champion fight match, right? Like we already said that we have quick play, and then you have ranked, and then you have Immortal War, but then you have ranked that's split into 2 separate fucking queues where you have the lower elo people get into non-champion fight matches, and you have the higher elo people get into champion fight matches. So now it's just like, bro, you're splitting the queues within the fucking queues beyond what they need to be split beyond. There's no reason for this mode to... There's no reason to have literally, like... That's 2 ranked modes in ranked. That's not even including the fact that there are 2 rank modes to begin with. So you have 3 fucking ranked modes, bro. You have beginner ranked, or non... You have casual ranked, and then you have fucking veteran ranked, and then you have Immortal War. What the fuck is this? Immortal War doesn't even work because it punishes people who win too much. Exactly. Like, we used to say all the time that Immortal War was, like, super fucking necessary, but, like, I always said that it's not that we need to have Immortal War as a separate game, but I was just like, bro, literally just bring Immortal War and replace it with ranked. Like, that's what they should fucking do. And they seemingly made Immortal War in ranked through champion fight match, not including the fact that they already brought, like, what do you call it? That they already brought Soul Bloom Essence values from Immortal War into ranked. But it's like, if we're gonna do all of that, maybe for champion fight matches you can adjust the loot pool to be that of Immortal War, and then at that point just fuck Immortal War. Who cares about Immortal War at that point? Because if you're playing champion fight match, you're already playing Immortal War. I really don't get this whole thing about wanting to separate shit. Like, why do we keep on separating shit more and more, bro? Like, I'm gonna have to, like, I'm gonna have to fucking talk to Fugui about this and just be like, bro, they heard the champion fight. They've and the funny thing is they've made so many different, like, changes. They've made a lot of champion fight matches changes specifically for global, but it's just like nobody is truly asking for champion fight match. Like, this is a system that only serves to, like, make the game worse at the beginning, especially at the beginning of the season. Like, it makes it way worse at the beginning and end of the season. The only time where it's actually not that bad is in the middle of the fucking season, where most people are fucking playing. But as soon as Like, if you play ranked too early, you're literally just gonna get fucking skipped if you do too well. And then if you're playing at the end of the season, there's not that many people playing. Someone is saying the Overwatch collab is CN only. I wouldn't be fucking surprised if it was. People with lower win rate get those queues. Yeah, that's that's exactly what I was saying. Where remember I went on that stream when I was playing Immortal War, and I fucking was all like, "Yo, I'm literally gonna throw my game." And when I threw my game, I got a queue. And then I threw that game too, and I got another queue. Like, I got like fucking 5 Immortal War games that stream. While Numza literally sat in a fucking 2-hour long queue. Like, champion fight lobbies are good. Just the actual problem is there are too many rank restrictions. No, bro, that's what we're saying, is that the champion fight match should, at this point, I feel like they should make all solo lobbies 16 to 21 players. Yet that's what we're saying, is that they don't need to split the fucking lobbies, bro. The concept is good. Is that they're splitting the lobbies within ranked, and then they have a separate mode that is literally champion fight match. Champion fight is literally Immortal War minus a loot pool. It doesn't need to exist. And I was always of the opinion that either champion fight match exists and Immortal War doesn't, or Immortal War exists and ranked doesn't. Because these two are legitimately, like, champion fight match is trying to be Immortal War. They're trying to simulate Immortal War in ranked. This is not the first time that they've experimented with this. It was experimented with back in like 2020 fucking 2, and that shit was, it was either 2022 or 2023, but that shit was like terrible, bro. Because there weren't enough people. And that proved to be the case again. Like the money and loot pool in Immortal War, just push that in ranked and get rid of Immortal War. That's like the last hurdle. I'm just like, I know damn well that they're capable of making these champion fight match lobbies have the Immortal War loot pool. If they can make the champion fight match lobbies have an Immortal War loot pool, that'll literally give everybody zero reason to play fucking Immortal War. I might as well fucking reach out to Fugu at that point and be like, turn off Immortal War, bro. Nobody is playing this shit because people that actually want to play it legitimately fucking cannot play it because they're punished for doing too fucking well. At least in ranked, you can continue to play the game. Can they just copy Where Winds Meet global server style? What do you mean Where Winds Meet global server style? I do not know the global server style of that game. New map is not for BR. The changing map or the other map, because there's literally, they said that there's a rift map. It means cross server? Yeah, but if you queue cross server matching, you're still getting dog shit ping. Guess the changing map and right map are the same. Oh, rift map? No, the changing map, I don't know. The rift map, we didn't even see much of it. We just saw like the concept of it. But the changing map is a BR map. I think the only good thing about Naraka Fest was legitimately like the fucking changing map. Or I feel like the only good thing about Naraka Fest this year were the maps, because it's kind of like a middle, a halfway fucking thing that like I wanted them to do, which we all know that Naraka is a lore heavy, a lore rich game. There's a lot of lore behind a lot of shit in the game and everything, and I'm just like, you have these maps. We have 3 fucking maps that you don't really explain past lore dumping like mad fucking crazy in either separate modes or in like the cinematics don't even really explain the lore behind the fucking map. The only lore that you have that's readily available for the average person to see is that people are fighting for the Mask of Immortality, bro. Why are they fighting for the Mask of Immortality? Most people don't even get to that fucking part. And the funny thing is, like, you have all of this lore that's broken down in Showdown as well. I said that you guys don't even have to fucking think outside the box of what you want to do, but you could take these maps that already exist and then change them over time over the course of a season so that things about the map don't stay the same. They're not consistent. Things fucking change. It changes up the gameplay and it keeps things fresh. Now, if they didn't want to fucking sit there and sit down and be like, how are we going to do this? You have Showdown counterparts of fucking POIs. You could literally just port that into BR and save yourself the fucking trouble. You'd be giving people that play BR something new because they don't fucking play Showdown. Also, we should for real stop having these events in BR. What events? You mean you mean the stuff that object that puts a no old zone was pressing me? Yeah, I don't think that they should really be. I feel like Naraka is not. Naraka should probably try to be more like fucking Apex, more than trying to be more like fucking Fortnite with a bunch of the gimmick stuff that they put into the game, because in Fortnite you can fucking build to at least mitigate the bullshit that happens in Fortnite to protect yourself from the like because mitigating is what does that. In Apex, the last I remember is that there's just fucking red quality weapons that you can get from care packages, and there's not really much that actually changes up the flow of combat or how a match plays out, right? Like if you really ask me, when I see fucking at first I was like, I don't really feel like playing BR because I'm interested in playing Rift, and Rift is something that's new and everything. But like every single time I see people play solos and shit, I see something that's in fucking solos I've never seen before. I'm just like, why the fuck did they add this and that? And it's just like, bro, it's not even fun for new players, because new players just like the new player experience. It's always, if somebody can use something that's brain dead as a new player, imagine how someone who does know what the fuck they're doing uses it, and then you're just like, then the average player is just getting fucking shafted. And like I said before, Naraka is a game where the fucking best players run the lobbies. Like, it's not a game where you legit have like people that can like somewhat hold their own, so long as they're semi decent, or like you get super hard fucking knowledge gapped in Naraka. It's kind of the same thing about like how putting someone like imagine you're playing fucking Fortnite for like a month or so and you just started like learning how to build and shit and you're not really like picking up that quickly and everything, right? But like I'm not even saying a month. Let's say you you just started playing Fortnite for 2 weeks and you're learning building, and then you get into a game of fucking clicks and you runs your ass down and you can't do shit. And that's not just some one occurrence that happens. That's literally like a common occurrence that happens repeatedly over and over and over again. Like people are not gonna want to be motivated to play against. They're not gonna want to be motivated to play against that shit. And putting stuff in the game that theoretically evens the playing field or it gives you a chance to be able to kill these players, just like, bro, the likelihood of you killing somebody with bullshit is nothing in comparison to the likelihood of somebody that knows what they're doing killing you that you don't know what you're doing with that same bullshit. That'll make you quit even fucking faster, bro. And the funniest thing is that like most of these people, they can, Naraka 24 Entertainment, they can make this shit all they want. Just keep it out of fucking ranked, bro. That's all people want. That's all people have been always asking for. Like, you can keep someone like, you can, even if you wanted to go like the fucking route that Fortnite goes and shit like that. Fortnite literally put in certain items. They literally took certain items that were like too broken and too busted. Like, they kept them out of ranked. I don't know if they still largely do that, but I know that the Fortnite meta changes like heavily and shit because I watch Fortnite like all the time now. Or I've always watched Fortnite over the years, but like I'm watching it more than I used to before. Even on a new player, they release unfair character for a bad player now. Neutral is 20% of battle. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of, like I said, I don't really like Lee as a concept. Like the concept of Lee as a character is just like it's not fun at all. It's not fun to play against. It's not fucking fun. It's not a intuitive or interactive character to fight because he kind of just like we're in the discussion. We're in a realm of like characters that essentially they skip shit that you shouldn't be able to skip in the game and everything, right? And not gonna lie, seeing all of these new characters get put into the game that are just being like more and more broken and shit is just like people wonder why the fuck like I deviate towards playing Viper. Like I very much want to play Justina more because I'm not gonna lie, I like my persona as being like a Justina player and shit, and I wanna like kind of go back to my roots. I've been saying that for a while now. Because I like playing Justina and I like making her work and shit. Because other than people not playing Justina in the very best way and everything, I like Justina through and through as a character. But the thing that stops me from playing Justina all like as much as I want to is because I like how Viper is built as a character, but she also has a lot more utility than Justina has. And when it comes to stopping like the bullshit from other characters and everything. And that's why I deviate towards Viper so much is because like Viper just lets you stop the bullshit whenever it's like character bullshit. And I don't play like the super heavy Viper that stops all the bullshit. I play like the strategic shit that stops the bullshit. That's like I can still peel for myself and shit, you know? It's not the BS, brother. You are the BS. What are you talking about? I already know what you're talking about, not gonna lie. Now, why the fuck did you... Okay, bro. I read what you said, and I knew exactly... When you said, stop the BS, brother, you are the BS, I was like... You came into the Viper conversation. I was like... I literally just said that I was... When it comes to playing Viper, like, I don't play the super cringe, like, fucking Viper F2, like, F1 fucking... FV2 shit that just keeps you like perma silence. I just use the strategic shit that you can still like you can get people off of you, but you only have like 5 seconds of silence, and that's like more than enough time to catch somebody. I mean, it's 5 seconds and it procs and it's 9 seconds. 9 seconds is more than enough time. If you can't kill someone in 9 seconds, it's a fucking you problem. How do you feel about XY playing Viper? What do you mean? What kind of question is that? So Viper's OP. Yeah, Viper is strong. I was just saying that I want to be more of I want to play Justina more and shit because I want to go back to my roots and stuff. You play how you would have expected to? Exactly. You played exactly how I would expect Viper to play. I want to go back to Justina more because I like Justina and I don't really play her as much as I used to. But I've been playing Viper because Viper is just like a kind of one size fits most fucking solution. And I mean, Justina is kind of that as well. But Viper really just stops a lot of like characters' ultimates and Fs. A lot of the characters that are really annoying, you could also say that makes Viper annoying in her own right, but like, let's be real. Viper has always fucking been like this. Maybe not with like she hasn't always been in the way that she is like right now and shit, right? Because she obviously got like fucking reworked. But like Viper's always been that character that you would play to just stop the other people from doing like a lot of BS. People that rely on their like skills and their ults heavily, Viper would just like stop you in your tracks. Valda's good at that too. Valda can lock down any hero. Your ult just recharges slow as fuck. Valda is like a fucking... Valda is like... read like a fucking book. Only the best control character? Yeah. The fuck is Raven raring? Oh my god. Like, if Valor and Menace getting hit on dodge, that is annoying. Any future prediction for global? Well, I can't even say any fucking future prediction for global as of right now. The only thing I can say is that esports will probably be, we're hoping that because we're seemingly always a year behind what they play on in China and shit. But after tonight, I'm literally sending a message to the esports committee. Namely, I'm sending a message to two people that I know. And I'm sending them both the same message and everything. So, like, maybe if one of them doesn't do anything, or if one of them is busy, the other one can see it as well. So, you know, I'm covering all fronts and everything, but like I'm asking for like a slew of changes. Like I'm asking if we can go back to the fucking esports point system that we had from 2022 and 2023, because I think the esports point system from back then was very, very good. Right? I think the only thing that was wrong.
I know after seeing the cap in real life, maybe it's starting to grow on me, Seth, but I gotta say, cats are not my thing.
I think the only thing that was wrong with the esports point system in the early years was that you could essentially qualify without playing you can qualify for J Cup without playing the J Cup qualifier itself. That shouldn't ever be a thing. In 2022, you could literally like win all the scrims and then not even play fucking the qualifier and you'd still qualify. And then in 2023, it was kind of like the same thing.
Not being able to see the floor, that's a lot of particles, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm pretty sure in 2023 it was like the same thing. And then in 2024, they removed the capability of you qualifying for J Cup through esports points altogether, which I think that's like that's just bullshit in my opinion. Because unironically, the esports points system was, you know, the esports point system was unironically exactly how the NBPL system was working. But the way that they had theirs work was that, you know, first place is like guaranteed, a guaranteed like first seed. And then the next highest points throughout the fucking year is what qualifies. Right? So that's literally how it should always be.
And we have to predict it right. The winner of the prediction today will get 4 flowers and claim the ultimate caster prize for themselves. It means
prediction for the game?
It means that I can win.
I don't know.
It means that Raven can win. It means that Moxie can win.
Realistically speaking, I mean, content creation, the partner program is got a revamp and it's looking better than it was previously. The thing that I see with the partner program is that it seems, I already said this before, that it seems like they're trying to get more people to play the game, but it's like with the issues never really being addressed, it's kind of hard to get people to play the game if everyone who's playing the game is like so unmotivated, or they don't really have that many good things to say about the game, because it's like the negatives over time just outweigh like the positives. At this point in time, you have so many people that are saying that they can't like recommend the game because you want people to play the game, right? You want people to come in and play your game, but it's like you get people to play the game, and then they run into the issue that we've been running into, and then they no longer want to play the game. Like, it's just as simple as that.
$200K for taking it down, but something interesting, just like solos, those MVP rounds, as the rounds continue, we start being able to win cars round by round. Oh yeah, no Ferrari money until you get to the championships or second place, but 200,000 for the champion, and so on and so forth. You can see a breakdown of the prize pool. $10,000 to $100,000 for the single game winners. Starting in game 1, it's going to be 10,000, and then it goes up by a little bit.
And so for me,
the group stage is only 5K per win. But now, since we've got up to
it's like,
games, if you MVP game number 8,
unless everybody just full on hard forgets, like just like forget everything that they've ever done, and you just be like, we're just gonna be focused on trying to make Naraka a good experience for everybody whatsoever, right? The problem with this is that, like, people don't fucking let go of the past so easily, and people also give people, like, people give others a reason. Some people give others a reason to not even like want to fucking interact with them. And when I mean like some people give others a reason to not interact with them, I mean like actual valid reasons, valid reasons that are legitimately like.
We're gonna be starting out with the mirror matchup though, and as we saw in
valid reasons are perpetuated that
for trios, if you win this first match,
it's just a long-standing like community issue that we have and shit.
Variation of Attack on Titan that just has no.
It's the same stuff about like people not being like fucking punished and whatnot, and people like fucking doing unhinged shit, and it's just like nobody, there's no consequences, like there's no actual fucking consequences and everything. And when you have that like shit just when you have that shit just fester in the community and nothing is ever done about it, it's just like, bro,
wherever you are, and just lock in for 90 minutes. And you know, it might just go 90 minutes a day. JL could do it in 3 or 4 if they have all the momentum going for them.
Yeah, they're looking really strong right
and
now.
with this I mean, like, when you literally have people that make your game look fucking horrible, they make your game look bad, but then you're still like endorsing it. It's just like, what the fuck even is this? What do you do about this? This is a problem that happened like a year and a half ago, where someone got removed from the partner program because of this, and then they're back.
Preventing them from getting a win in that grand finals. It was definitely an unfortunate situation.
Like Zay getting targeted by 3 teamers blatantly recently. Like Zay getting targeted by teamers, people fucking teaming on shit, other people with no consequences, people cheating left and right, no fucking consequences. It's like, bro, that's Naraka. It happens. Shut the fuck up right now. That's not a Naraka. That's not supposed to be, bro. We're not gonna overgeneralize this and be like, that's Naraka. That's not supposed to be the fucking case in any game. This is the main reason why we can't get fucking people in the game, because they don't do shit about anything.
Basically go right to the door and be slapped away. I'm hoping we have that same type of energy today.
Everyone gets teamed on in game though? No, bro. Oh my god. No, everyone doesn't get fucking teamed on in game, bro. This is just a straight up fucking lie.
It is trios, and unlike solos, there is a lot more variation.
At least once in a while. No, bro, this shit, if you're saying at least once in a while, like, you can't ever fucking fully stop it, sure, but like, we're not talking about fully getting rid of it. We're talking about literally doing something about it when the time arises, and shit never gets done about it. A lot of people in the Rockets have a fragile ego, though. I mean, people have egos and shit, yeah, for sure. That you're definitely not wrong about that. But I think for like general shit about the game, about like how people carry themselves and shit, is just not really like the fucking best. And this is also another reason why people don't really want to interact much with each other. It's another reason why I, for the longest period of time, am just like, you know, I don't really have a problem with many people, if anyone at all, like, if anyone whatsoever, only like a few people. But like, I don't really care what most people do, but I'm not most people, right? Most people will care about what somebody else does and shit.
Yeah, it is looking really fun, that composition. As a person who typically doesn't appreciate Yushan in composition, I just think that
I don't really think there's anything permanently that could be done, because if they ban someone, they make another account. Yeah, you know anything permanently that could be done if they ban someone and make a new account is called you fucking permaban them when they actually do something that's worth permabanning.
It's just diabolical. And then you add the Shunhuan Li on top of it, especially this.
And we're not just talking about like most people that they don't even get like their accounts perma banned. They literally just get their accounts banned for like a fucking few weeks, most. They don't IP ban, they don't fucking harbor ban, they don't do anything. They don't do this to people that actually like legitimately cheat either. The banless Naraka Sentinel is not a permanent ban. No, it's not. It's never fucking. And most of those are probably not even permanent bans, bro. And you know, the thing that's the craziest thing ever is that they just showed in Naraka Fest that they just banned. They had 200,000 cheaters banned in 2025. Do you know how fucking horrible that looks? That you banned 200,000 fucking cheaters in your game in 1 year.
And he guarantees the lockdown for Yushan and Enor to connect.
And your game has existed for 4 years at this point.
Hadi was one of the few characters that could get his teammates out of trouble. Putting that cube down, zipping, Kylan able to kind of delay and stall that double ult combo of Enor and Yushan running one of your characters down.
It's not good showing a high number. Exactly. The number should be fucking way lower than that, for one. And two, the number being that high just goes to show that, like, that anti-cheat is like bro, the anti-cheat is not anti-cheating.
And that's what I think is going to be very interesting today, Seb. Every single year for trios, we've always seen some type of composition come out of the woodwork, some secret weapons use that.
You could probably say that the number in global could probably
now, I'm really excited
could probably reach like a couple thousand.
And Hex, they have
for including C server, then for sure.
Now, will it pay off? I saw them have a ton of success in Immortal War, and these guys feel like it's an ace card up their sleeves.
$10,000. It's a down payment on a good car. $62,000. $10,000 first game is going to be our winnings if you get the MVP here, as we are going to be seeing later on. One of our games is going to be worth $62,000. So you MVP the first game, you get 10 grand. But you MVP game 5, game 6, game 7, one of those games is going to be worth a whole lot more money, closer to $100,000, which is absolutely insane. The boys, BBE, getting ready.
Yeah, I can't.
Saying, Raven, those compositions that these players bring out of the woodwork, and they come
these
through
things are just like
completely unexpected that we've never seen before. That was the birth of our Viper composition.
There's very clear
of our Viper Syra composition.
Problems with the fucking game and everything.
So many new opportunities for these players to show the innovation.
And one of the main, like I said, one of like the main premises with that is the fact that, like, you know, we said earlier,
show off their skills that they bring from the other regions, and I think that we're going to see some really.
As a casual player, I'm victim by a lot of toxicity coming from ego player. I mean, we'll never get like toxicity completely gone, but yeah, the community could definitely be like
end up doing it here, but it would be really cool.
Significantly better than it is.
Well, the global teams almost took it down last year, just like Frostfall almost took Solo's Jacob finals this year. They got their work cut out for them because the top 6 this year, we got some newcomers. SR.
I don't think things need to be perfect. I just think things could definitely stand to be like much better than they are.
SR has had a spectacular year. Starting out, most people don't realize that they were originally OUG's B team, but at Koikot they showed.
And most people will literally probably just be like, "There's nothing you can do about it. Just make the most out of it while you can, and then just like fucking and make the most out of it." Essentially, is what they'd say. I was just like, "Well, I want to be able to like." I want it to get better, not fucking just watch it slowly like dwindle out and have like no hope.
Innovate the play style. They play very similar to JL, but JL I would say is a little bit more experimental.
Don't really follow the community, to be honest. My main problem is a low player base of VR system.
On the old school compositions where they just don't play very conservative. They play epically aggressive.
You know,
every position that they can.
When it comes to the low player base claims, you can. While yes, the player base is significantly lower outside of China than it is within China, but it's like our player base is literally spread so unbelievably thin that it's like it's not even fucking funny, bro. We keep on getting bombarded with so many different modes to play the game that it's like you never have enough people for these modes. Like you have so many modes, you never have enough people consistently for like the main modes for the entire like for the game, right? Like Showdown, you don't fucking need anybody because it's fucking campaign. You don't need anybody in Showdown. In Rift, you also don't fucking need anybody because now there's like a manual queue, and they're also gonna like implement solo relatively soon, I'm imagining, right? But in BR, like, if we're not talking about quick play, if you have like solo, duos, and trios BR, you still need people for those game modes. But then you have these people also be split between shit like fucking Spirit Well, Rock, these limited time modes that people find enjoyable to play and everything, right? But then also at the same time, you have people split between fucking Immortal War, solos and trios, while solos is actually playing at the time, right? And then, unironically, you still have people that are playing quick play. If people, I remember the last time, I remember quick play, ah shit, dude, I have to fucking play trios before the season ends to get my Asura badge. But I just remembered, playing quick play trios was way more fun than playing ranked trios. Because playing ranked trios, playing quick play trios is like people are playing to like actually fucking have fun. It's like that's one feeling that's always just seems lost in Naraka, is that people don't play. People aren't really playing for fun, which you could say like it's ranked. You're not supposed to play for fun. You're supposed to play to win, so to speak, right? But it's like ranked is literally like quick play in Naraka. And ranked means absolutely fucking nothing in Naraka. So it's like when I see people play ranked, like they're playing a fucking tournament or they're playing it so seriously, I'm just like, bro, this is diabolical. You're not even playing the actual mode where this matters the most in, because they turned ranked into ranked light, and then Immortal War is the actual mode that shit matters in. Ranked doesn't mean shit in Naraka.
Here we go. The only variation that these people could possibly have will be ultimates and abilities, but we're not going to see that change very much here. Imagine one team just decides to go like Viper V2 or something like that. You see like a crazy Viper V2, or Viper V2, Justina V2.
What the fuck, can't you be in training mode while queuing?
I called it! Sachiko. This
was
a secret weapon that
you know, that's something that everybody's always fucking asking. Why can't we just have free training while in queue?
With JL during Immortal War. If you didn't know this, in CN,
even Marvel Rivals has that, bro. Every game has that now. Like Overwatch didn't have it at first, sure. I don't even think Apex still has it. Fortnite doesn't have it. Like if you're looking at BR games, yeah, they don't have it. But they didn't really use that Yang strategy. It's not like it's not like super impossible to like fucking implement it, right?
Secret weapon. The boys are feeling confident. I hope to see a run back versus JL, Hex versus them. Take him down. Let's slow
every team's the same comp? Yeah, because it's the mirror match.
And let this go an extended series so we can see who's going to win. I'm not going to lie, Steph, you saw the percentages there. JL versus OUG. But I'm going to just let you know again, those numbers.
I just had to play, bro, not wait 20 minutes. Exactly. And that's the thing. That's what they can't seem to like grasp.
Between these teams' performances.
And I don't know how else to like put it. That's why I said that I wanted to put like, I saw the dev Q&A, right? We still have the Q&A that the devs are going to be answering, which you already know, probably most likely. I asked, the first thing I said was just like, what are you guys gonna do about like global servers? What are you gonna do about the FPS optimization problems? What are you gonna do about the long-standing, like, you know, long-standing issues? And then also I was like, can you guys actually watch, like, can you guys actually like not skip around the serious questions this time around? I need to change my title. But I was like, you guys actually not skip around the important questions in this Q&A. And because of that likelihood of that happening, I'm just like, I feel like I should just make my own Q&A. Or I should just gather like community input on stream one day and then just be like, let's gather this, and I'll just fucking like send it in.
slowing things down. One of his teammates is
because
down.
I saw like the answers, the questions that people are asking in the Ask Anything channel.
Jumping on the GOATs, GG and JL being challenged.
A lot of the questions that people are asking, a lot of them are retarded questions. That's like the best way to actually like put it. These are questions that should not be like, when given the opportunity to be able to literally ask a question to the devs, a lot of these questions should not be like even being asked. A lot of these questions are also questions that staff can ask or answer. Veteran players can answer this. There's so many people that can answer a lot of these questions that people are putting in the Ask Anything channel, and it's just like, if the likelihood of these questions being answered by the devs increases, that's a fucking net loss for everybody. We should not be allowing people, like, I guess you could allow people to put in the questions that they want and everything. I was just like, just don't ignore the shit that's important. But it'll make it a lot easier for the important stuff to not be dodged or seemingly dodged if these questions could not even be answered in the first place, right? Or asked in the first place.
Just picking up a ton of freebies with some great timings. This is what I was worried about for JL. For GG, they are dominant with their static locations, but Jacob, 2 weeks, lots of scouting. The global teams came out swinging with some great counter strategy off spawn. Now going to the north for.
Just put a training zone on a Fairland, easy. And it could do that too.
He's gonna get jumped on by Loye, immediately popping the V1. No need any type of silence, but Jang is going to try his best to line of sight the stun. He's not able to, as SS1 is able to collapse on him and execute him.
Yeah, beautiful elimination right there to be able to continue to keep putting points up on the board. That's their second elimination so far in this game, as we're going to see Alliance's Jang heading back to the Soul Altar. Rest of his team's still alive. I don't know where the rest of his team is. We're going to see him link up with them in a second here. But taking a look at the initial fights scoreboard, we're going to see BBE and 521, 7 eliminations for BBE, 5 for 521, 3 for OA, 2 for Bauda, 2 for SS1 as well. The rest of the teams, OUG, Alliance, GG, and SR, all with 1 elimination on the board. YZG, Hex, and JL, all with 0.
Realistically speaking,
it's a bit of an interesting off-spawn that we've seen here. Oh,
I feel like from this point forward, I feel like nobody should ever really expect anything out of Naraka Fest. Like, nobody should expect anything global related to come out of Naraka Fest. I feel like global related shit is just probably like exclusive for either like Q&A shit or anniversary. Naraka Fest is just like Naraka Fest is just some shit that's just definitely like hard CN coded, bro.
So much damage using the Cyrus Sun or the V1 Viper Sun. Prioritizing damage is definitely the name of the game, and
there's just no way that we're gonna get any global news
with the loot, but it's still very, very early. And I would still say the top 10 are pretty much neck to neck going this. JL,
because on my work shift, the only way for me to BR is to switch to EU. Unfortunately,
of their 200 points.
It's hard being a fan of a game that doesn't love you back. Yeah, it is.
I don't think it's as much.
And it's also hard that the only way to get this artificial love back is for you to qualify for Jacob, or essentially have such a high viewership that they just kind of like fucking try to pay you to like fucking play the game.
Getting themselves with that MVP, getting the kill multiplier.
But it's like Naraka is one of those games like
so I think that's
the way that like I see the way that streaming is like seen and everything, or content creation, is that like you grow in one game and then hopefully you get large enough that you can play any game no matter what, and you'll have a dedicated audience to like watch you no matter where you go, right? Like that's like that would be quote unquote like the end all be all of like streaming. Or you could just stick to that one game that you want, that you like playing, and you know you could still do that and everything too, right? But it's like it's so hard to like grow artificially in Naraka because it's just like so many people.
Taking a lot of damage, does end up going down here. It's BBE.
It's just so hard to artificially grow in Naraka.
crazy
or
right now.
not artificially. It's like so hard
so much
to
momentum going their way. They have to use the blue vein before the Yanks coming up to try to
to
get some
naturally
value, but
grow
it's
in
also gonna
Naraka.
signal the rest of the lobby to come in, see what's
I feel
what.
like I was
Remember what I said
definitely
about
on
this
the
composition, Seb? It
I was
has
on
no
like the right
weaknesses. It
track and
even
on the pace, but
thrives
like
in the third and
because of my
fourth parties
inconsistency,
as
like
far as
I
that
kind of just
maximum
like
aggression.
stagnated, and I don't really like gain that much out of. I don't really gain too many like more people watching. But like someone like Duncan was like growing exponentially over the years because he just always streamed Naraka and everything, right?
The Viper mirror matchup to space out the stun. Now we are gonna see
and there were always people that like there's always people that are also growing like exponentially in Naraka, or they're growing like linearly because consistency is key. It's just like the most obvious thing ever. That consistency is key.
In general, the teams that do win Yang have
I just, for me personally, like I said, I'm waiting for like solo Doom Rift to come out because I know that a lot of people don't really like vibe with Rift, and I know because it's very apparent.
If you are in that situation, you have extra.
But I like Rift,
okay, you can respawn, you have Vermilion,
and I think the fact that it's trios is just like such a huge like off-put for a lot of people that maybe if we get the solo mode, then maybe more people will be interested. I don't know. Want to be a full-time streamer? Naraka can't be your game. No, I actually think if you want to be a full-time streamer, that starting with the game like Naraka is actually way better than trying to play a different game. Because other games are so overly saturated that you can't possibly gain traction in another game. Like, the game, if you want to grow, your best bet is to like do it with newer games instead of older games. Unless you have something new to bring to the table in these older games, which is most likely not going to be the case.
Everyone matches in. That leaves 5-2-1 and OUG to duel off, and you see the triple ult pop off from OUG.
I wish to like Rift, but Katana meta just becoming hardcore. Katana meta, what? Katana meta was last season. There's like nobody's even using Katana anymore.
The global teams have been absolutely picking up.
Like Katana is so easy to holy shit. Katana is fairly easy to counter now. That's only because they've brought in a more retarded weapon, but yeah. Isn't it nunchucks or something now? Yeah, it's nunchucks, and I see some people still using like longsword and shit because longsword is just like a pretty good like third-party weapon, but like I said, it's still like heavily focused around the fact that it's trios. That's why I think solos would spice things up a bit, maybe change things, because with solos, if someone has longsword, or if someone has like holy shit, this team's getting fucked.
And OUG, I spoke too soon. They find the 2v3 win. The 2v3 comeback, very beautiful.
After this, why should I? Well, the why should I is more so, it's not even really like the weapons themselves. The weapons themselves were the problem if trios was always going to be like the mode and everything, because you can't, the weapons are super unbalanced for a trios aspect. But I think if you're playing in a solos aspect, the weapons are not too broken. Like if you're one person fighting another person with like a pink weapon, pink armor, you still can't kill somebody like in such a short period of time if you're both like geared. Like if you're both stacked, it's fine. Like it's relatively closer, right? But if you're in playing trios, it's that same shit multiplied by 3. That's why it's way worse. It's way worse off if you're a fucking solo, or if you're like somebody who doesn't have a pre-made squad. Like you're just absolutely no chance. There's like very little chance that you can actually win.
huge heal potential.
And then you have the
Oh
stuff
my
where
goodness,
people were
what a
like,
parry into the 1-2,
apparently the
into
general
the shotgun
consensus that
burst,
I've heard
into the jump LNB,
from Rift
and Bamboo
was that most
Esports
people don't
coming
even
back
want to
into
go
the
into
short
fight, they
haven.
just want to go into loot,
SR,
right?
though, coming in with a
But for
nice
me,
timing
like,
attack. You know what's gonna be
I
popping
will
through.
go in and
Now, able to pick up
prepare
the
my, I
first
will like
kill,
gear
bunch of
myself
freebies
for the
with the
potential
not much
that
of
like
a
I'll run
investment
into
right here.
a
They are gonna
team,
be able to cleanse at
so I can
17x,
actually like still
box at
fight
$15, locks
and not
everyone
just like
down
instantly
as
die the second I
Xiao
run
is
into a
able to
real
clean it
person.
up on the Viper. Now, this is something, I'm not gonna lie, was
Losing is too
gatekept
punishing for
a
someone
lot
like
of
me with
this
low
year, but
frames
it's
and
become super,
not have time to train.
prevalent in Jacob.
Trios is way too hectic for me, especially since even after all the time I have in the game, I'm still below average. Just want to finish work and empty me daily pressure on game, not add more. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, extraction is pretty, like, I like the extraction concept. I just think, oh my god, I think extraction could be like pretty nice. I just feel like it shouldn't be trios only. Like, the thing with Rift is that you have,
did not work versus GG as Squeaky is left in a dire situation.
you could always play, and the thing is, like, the answer to your solution is literally just to not play the hardest mode. But at the same time, it's like, maybe some people don't want to just be locked to playing a certain difficulty if they don't want to like deal with, they don't want to deal with people that are just gonna like make the game, damn, just make the game like way more stressful for them, right? Because every time that I ran into a team that didn't want to fight against me, they would just go and fucking play Perilous instead of Doom.
Ultimate invested to be able to prevent any damage. Alliance's Jung trying to come in. He gets the stun on the Cuckoo too. Rico just gonna back off this. He knows he needs to get out of here. No revives for his team available. And look at that, Jung.
They shouldn't have started with at least duos and trios.
Eliminating OA and taking them out of this tournament. What a sneaky elimination there from Alliance.
Like, the trade-off, like the caveat from playing Perilous is obviously you have less loot, like less good loot and shit, right? But I don't like, I don't like for other people, because I try to put myself in like other people's shoes. I don't like for other people that if they want to play, but they don't want to go against someone, or they don't want to fight and worry about dealing with people that have super good loot and shit, and don't want to lose stuff that's like really good, that they have to basically downgrade their experience so that they don't have to deal with more bullshit, right? Because Perilous has a cap on how much loot that you can bring. But Doom doesn't have a cap on how much loot that you can bring, or the value of the loot. Play Perilous is way more manageable, there's a lot less bullshit to deal with, but the overall loot disparity is worse because of that. Not even a minimum? Well, for a Doom path, the minimum is like 700k. For Perilous, the minimum is 250k.
With 3 seconds left, they do manage to take down Xiao, but the rest of their team is gonna get eliminated here. Oh my goodness. YZG and SR. SR fully eliminated.
I think Rift can really like turn into something like pretty good over time. Because right now Rift is like pretty damn popular in EU and C server, right? And it's more popular than people believe it to be in NA. It's just that people in NA like pretty, I don't like the way that people in NA play. People in NA play in like such a weird like fucking, they play in such like a weird way that's just so detrimental to like the overall playing experience. Like they will literally make you not want to fucking play. Radish? No, not Radish. Like they literally play in a way that just makes you not want to fucking play because they play in.
Stun coming out from the leader of OUG's SS.
How's the best way to describe it?
Has to do something miraculous right here. We are gonna get a double parry though. A little bit
like it's more like they will literally play to get in your game. They'll purposely try to like get in your game to like kill you, and people will hide offline. and shit. Like, I know that people probably hide off, like, people hide offline on EU and everything, right? But in EU, they don't really care who the fuck they play against. They just queue up, and that's about it.
In most of the games so far.
I also don't give a fuck who I queue up against, because I want this shit to just be natural. I don't want to, like, sit there and be like, I want to queue up. I want to sit here and get loot and gear myself specifically to fight such and such player. Just like, that's just too much fucking work, bro. I don't want to do all that just so I can play Rift. I just want to queue up fucking loot, and if I fight somebody on the off chance that there's a person in my game, then so be it. I should not be having my fucking experience be meddled with or tampered with because I'm sitting there fucking playing on stream.
That Louis could output. We are going to see all the healing.
Or I killed somebody and then they just want to fucking like kill me the next game. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. Hello?
Just absolutely crazy amounts of damage coming through there that they're able to send it off with those purple flying knives. The shotgun burst is
Remember you guys having teams dodging you? Exactly. Shouldn't have to suffer due to people being petty. Exactly. And it's just like, it's like doing this at the same time is just like, you want people to play the mode, but you're making people not want to fucking play the mode. Like, you're making the people that are dedicated about playing the mode not want to fucking play the mode. Like, this is like some fucking double-edged sword shit that you're trying to do. It's not fucking worth it.
Team back up. Oh my goodness, Wooey gonna be fighting against JL.
It's also the same thing that happens with, like, you know, people always talk about how Valorant ranked is like in the worst fucking experience, or it's in the worst place it's ever been because of boosting and shit and people like fucking paying people to like fucking throw games and shit and match betting or like rank betting and shit. They're just making the experience worse for other people, right? Now if we take off like rank betting and all that stuff, you just have the boosting and shit, like you have smurfing. Yeah, you're smurfing to get paid, and you're making the ranked experience worse for everybody else because you're doing it for a fucking bag. And then most people don't feel like fucking playing ranked anymore, or they feel like the rank experience is like worse than it should be because you're artificially making it fucking worse for everybody else.
Maybe green focus. You know, everyone was saying green focus were gonna be.
All it takes is one person on a 5-player fucking team to just ruin the entire experience of the other 4 people on that game because you're now throwing their fucking match.
After the second game, we have GG.
Like, they literally put bounties on like popular streamers and pros in Valorant. Like, they'll pay you X amount of money to fucking throw this person's game. Shit's fucking diabolical.
Sachiko as now Junks is gonna try to run away from Squeaky and TXJ. Wait a second, Hex. A little bit of grief here, knocking down one of JL's players as
think you sniping other servers, but it's more competitive than toxic. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I talk to EU friends all the time, and I'm not really. I don't really want to fight. Damn, Rich Cookie. I don't want to. I don't like the concept of like the 3v3 queues where you queue up in a team of 3. Where you have two teams queue up as a team of 3 and then fight each other with like the best loot. It's just like no. That is like, why would I willingly queue up, know that a team is fucking queuing up? Like, why would I willingly set up
run back in? They don't want to run that far.
Or queue up with another team and just be like, yeah, let's bring the best loot in the game and everything, and just like, and we just fight each other. Like, why not just fucking queue up naturally and then run into each other naturally, instead of having to like queue up at the same time to make sure that you just have people to fight. Like, it's not as bad,
on 14 eliminations.
But I still don't like that it's artificial. I want to just queue up and have the potential to run into somebody normally instead of having to have it like predetermined.
We are going to see GG connected as this one. LXM pops a V1, nice side situation. Nowhere left to run. They try to go high, but it's not going to matter. A little bit of a misstep by Shuwan as he
play a multiplayer game if you don't want to do the multiplayer aspect. Exactly.
Now SS1, second player, is gonna find a parry. You want fighting for his life
left and right. He gets another parry onto X-Time, but Alliance Jung with the V1 drop down is gonna come in with a juicy third party. CJS is gonna get punched in the back, and Alliance with a sneaky time in is gonna take the lead at 28.4, but now SS1 with the B1 cooldown, not gonna be able to find the sun. JJ, really good job to dodge it out. Now Alliance still has their Justina and Syra ultimate. Syra ult is gonna be invested. They're trying to connect to Luya right here. Luya on the Viper, trying his best to dodge this focus.
Bro, I'm so ready for like solo Doom Rift because
Alliance, the third parties have come
I think solo is just like so much of a pace changer.
To one remaining member, and now we're gonna see that Yang depletion coming through onto some of these players. Yuan getting dropped.
Solos is such a
low.
different pace compared to trios.
Rico able to find the elimination. Oh my goodness, SR still staying strong with one member remaining on the team. It's the most ideal situation they could be in. BBE managed to grab themselves that Mystic Bite buff as OUG managed to get themselves.
And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like with so many people,
holding on, looking to see if they can get those third-party.
If solo Doom becomes permanent, I feel like a lot of people are probably gonna just gravitate towards playing solo and not playing trio. Because playing trio, there's so many factors that people I explained people probably don't notice when playing Rift in a trio. Like,
or SR's single player as well.
the loot disparity between all three members is worse, right? The rank score that you gain, if you care about the rank score, is also lower if you play in a team of 3 compared to a team of 2.
Hungry for the extra kill, trying to see if they can chase him down. He is putting up a very good fight to try and run away, but
just like if you want good loot, or you want like enough loot in every raid, and you also care about rank scores, like playing in a trio is like the worst thing that you could do. If you wanted to min-max this, but you don't want to play solo, obviously you would just play as a duo. And then now you have the middle of the pack, you have the disparity of loot between 2 people on your team. And you don't lose that much rank score gain.
Trying to get away from the grasp of TXJ and Junks, but both of these guys willing to push the aggression, acting like a trios team as a duo, and Rico in the middle of multiple teams getting hunted and fiended by Junks against this tower. BBE, they do a little bit of math right here and look to the side. We got 3 free kills going at it, but Rico doing the ring around the rosy, trying to stay out of line of sight of TXJ's silence. TXJ desperately trying to cover the flank as Junks controlling the high ground. And now the game slows down a little bit with 80% movement coming out. All these teams are going to be posturing, waiting for the next Spirit Well. It's like I said, everyone was saying that JL had a big lead going into this. 20 points in trios is not a big lead, as you see it here, ladies and gentlemen. Alliance able to immediately take that lead away from JL with 11 people left alive for this first game.
OUG SS now look to bring the third party over. Jung incredibly low. He burned his Viper ultimate. He's able to get the double stun. Oh, he gets a stun onto BBE's Asbon. Asbon looking a little bit worse for wear right now, but he is going to get the reset in. Jung now could become the target of the lobby. Alliance's PP is going to go down. Asbon picking up the elimination. It looks like Alliance now down to 2 players. Yuma and Jung going to have to cancel that ultimate too. PP the only one with ult, and he's down. They're going to guard that body for as long as it takes. No ult zone has been released. It looks like OUG going to claim this Spirit Well. No ult zone is very, very good tech right here, as it looks like OUG going to try and get themselves over. Oh my goodness, Roy Hehe going to get absolutely melted. Dufu trying to come in on the peel with the Syra ultimate. We are going to see the powerful Dazzle coming through.
I'm not going to lie though, I'm ready for a Justina Syra Sarah, a Viper, Jacob skin.
Is going to go down. OUG picking up those first eliminations, but now TXJ with the ultimate on the Viper, going to try and see if he can land a stun. Does manage to get the stun onto Baby U. BBE is going to go out. Last player going out to the zone, and now Alliance coming in. Triple berry from OUG's SS. Now trying to bring it back to the other side. Baby U getting brought incredibly low. The peel's going to come in, but the red tome going to assist the members of OUG, trying to peel out of the way for the rest of his team. Baby U still alive, and TXJ on the bottom side losing his life. And now we've got Alliance, OUG, and JL fighting it out.
Yeah, OUG is the they're the only ones who can contest for the MVP of this round. JL in shambles right now. We got an Alliance versus OUG to seal out this game 1. PP, Yuma, Jung, their execution is spectacular in mid-game. They're super stacked, but so is OUG. In fact, triple gold armor on OUG. Alliance realizing JL is going to be out of here. We're going to get a fair 3v3 to close this game out, controlling the high ground. OUG already using the Justina ult, already using the Viper ult, only has Shinyu with the Cyber ult. SS looking for the focus attack flank. OUG not willing to give up and commit to a cliffside fight. They're down to wait this out a little bit to let their Viper regenerate her ultimate, as Alliance does have ult advantage right now. If Alliance doesn't take advantage of their ultimate advantage, OUG is going to pick up, and I spoke so soon. Jang, he realizes it. He comes to the top. He's trying to cover SS retreat. Instead, he is gonna get, I believe it was Shinyu. Nice parry gonna be coming out as Yuma is gonna activate the Justina ult. Find SS. He's gonna connect with the Cyber ultimate, and now Baby U in a tough position as he's losing his teammates' support, but we've seen it before. 3v1 spot, Baby U versus Alliance. Goes for the double charge release, has the combo break, but he breaks it a little bit too soon as Alliance is gonna devastate this end game, the mid game, and take down
this
game
is wow, bro.
1. Alliance, the winners of game number 1, are gonna best OUG for the crowd.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really sleep that much.
17 total eliminations.
How long are we gonna fucking watch
Cup
trios for, bro?
Top, but it was a valiant effort from OUG, a valiant effort from JL, a valiant effort from BBE, all coming in that final circle and fighting their hearts out. And we see down to the final fight, the ult advantage really paid off for the members of Alliance as they come through with a victory in a game
5,000.
1, and that is the first step towards eternal
Yo,
glory.
point. Oh, I gotta.
Hey, bro, are you streaming in Discord and on stream? What the fuck?
You got OPP.
Eternal glory.
How are you doing that with your internet?
A lot of people were predicting that JL was going to go with a sweep, and I managed to catch TXJ in the hallway. He did not believe a 3 or 4 round was possible. It was going to probably go to distance to that
Line 10.0. Oh my god, they work.
So they're in it for the long haul. And I was
we'll be the most limited
top
7 and
6 of NBPL.
I don't even know anything about trios, I'm not sure. Just wanted to randomly bet my last 10k. That's crazy.
Always been known for their Viper
composition. Who got 10k?
One of the
Kaba.
coaches of NBPL. Always touts tons of aggression, make up for any lack of strategy with just pure aggression and fighting. And that's what Syra, Viper, Justina brings. Just the full send it mentality.
So what we think about Naraka Fest?
Hey, no, don't answer that question.
A lot of tricky situations happen.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, good, you didn't miss anything.
First to win.
I mean, it's a new Rift Reversal update.
If you got random step, you're able to invis that stun.
Yeah, new BR map, new Rift map.
First question of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
But the BR map is kind of like a
Frankenstein.
It's like an in-between of what I wanted them to do. Like, I initially was like, guys, you got like a shit ton of lore, you know, like in fucking Fortnite, Apex, any other game. You got a map and it changes over the course of like it changes over time, right?
One lucky winner will be
they do shit to it.
some pretty cool
things to keep refreshed. They basically went and took like other pieces of the map, like other maps, and they like put them together and it shuffles in every game. So it's a new piece, like new pieces of all the maps put together in each game.
Yeah, like a Frankenstein body.
I mean,
the monster.
OUGJL.
It's like it'll just randomize each section.
It's gonna be a close one, but I'm wondering
Yep.
if Monster
So
I'm just thinking about like from one island to the other. Are we gonna have like
a pick a little bit later than us?
What's that BR
and
game
like I was saying before,
anime.
The latest
anime
one.
The top 6. We already see
the anime.
First part, Alliance is gonna slow things down. JL's not running away with it.
Fate Trigger.
OG's not running away with it.
Yeah, like Fate Trigger Nova, right?
We're gonna lock in that first round. But this
how you
is
have the
where
space
things
between one
get
map to the next. You have to take
a
like a portal to
little
like
bit more
launch yourself
tricky.
over.
The lobby's gonna
this case
mix
seems
up.
Yeah, I seen
and
that.
I'm very curious to see if we're gonna see something.
So that means you can get
new.
camps potentially.
The Transformer composition did get switched recently to
RC
Terry
Division.
and Alda, and I believe that
Who
the
knows?
solution to the Enor, Yushan, Shuhan, it has to be some type of monk variation. I'm wondering,
syllables.
just like every single
What do you
J-Jumper
mean,
just when you
Shuhan?
think monk is not
Shunhuan,
viable,
bro.
He just jumps up and creates value.
Ready for the Justina, Viper, Syra, Jacob skins this year?
It's McLovin. No, it's Hogan Donor from Hawaii, man. He's in. Bro. Yeah, giveaway time. Giveaway time. Time, round 2. Yeah, the advanced group heal Justina is the way. Dash out, get 1 heal, go right back in. You guys can't even see this thing. Ugh. There you go. There you go, boom. I'm gonna add a background for it real quick for this thing, because this thing is getting harder and harder to read. All right, this works out, yeah. Yeah, you guys can read this now. Yeah, you can read this now. Exodia. Yo, said look at the state of the camera like, bro. You never seen that?
But of course we have.
I want Justina's sword and fairy
Had their
7.
biggest games.
Oh, you want the sword and fairy?
with
Yeah,
a
I ain't coming
good
back, bro.
weapon, and OUG is one of those teams that loves going puzzle for.
You mean you want the
Colorado.
glowing
So
sword,
if
the
they're
shoot the swan
uncontested, I can
sword?
see
I don't know how to pronounce
this
that.
is what you're
I'm butchering
hoping
him, I'm
for.
sorry.
Now,
The glowing sword.
normally, they do have a couple Moonbane strategies and Firefly strategies contesting
One second, let me pull
OUG,
this up.
but we've seen what happens when the lobby doesn't take puzzle away from them. They get that gold weapon up, they cut to the
Damn, I'm
south,
still
gather
missing
all
a
the money,
Buddhist
and
tier
they're
here?
just absolutely stacked going into the first Yang.
Yeah, give me all
we
this.
saw that happen. We see them
Perfect.
snowballing, and that's really the whole.
What is he?
Like name.
He's
of
one-
the
oh,
game
yeah. I
for
mean,
the strategy
if it's
missions. You need
the regret's
to
already
be a
there, dude.
snowball. You need to turn
Pretty
into
gone.
a snowball and roll down a hill, get bigger and bigger as you go, and everything
Damn, that thing on
will
the triple.
get wiped out. As
So
soon
the reason
as
I
you
don't
hit the
farm these
ground.
anymore is just because I have this many.
Yes.
It's the perfect analogy.
So I don't
to
farm anything
describe
else here.
What Alliance was managed to do. We saw other teams snowballing out of control, but sometimes you overheat. 5-2-1, for example, they were doing really good off
this,
spawn. They
70,
picked up 6
70,
eliminations.
and then
They got
Beauty Queen might
greedy.
be the
They went
next
for
thing.
more. They went to fight against OUG, and they got
Nope,
the
they're
first
refreshing it now.
elimination, but then ended up losing in a 2v3 situation. Baby, you and Shinyu, just the ultimate
Is this
duo.
up now?
Taking the win.
Oh, they're up.
bringing
All
it
right, go.
home. Oh my goodness, it was beautiful.
Be going.
I mean, fortune favors the bold. What we've seen, I never got to complete the thought. But in solos and trios this year, teams have figured out a little bit of finesse in the Vermilion's buff situation after that first Yang. A lot of the times we saw buff teams, buff solo players
I
go
don't need
for
that. Change
non-buff
that for
players.
this.
But because
All
got
right, back to the
nothing lose,
stage.
you can
Show me the. Oh wait, there's no
instantly
picks,
attack
man.
each other,
I
come
forgot
down
the first two
Yang,
rounds are
and
just
double
so
dip.
you know.
You get the salty run back as a
That's
possibility.
it. Like there's no choices. The only thing is
and
skills.
You both know where your cooldowns are. Doubling down of taking a
Where do you guys
fight
put your
next
points
to
in?
the cave. Look for what we're calling the war zone to happen a lot more in trios, where you're going to see all the sparkly effects going down because everyone is going to rotate in that mid game to the teams playing slow. The teams slowing down, trying to play Spirit Well, trying to play Cave, and because these Vermilion buff teams have nothing to lose, they're going to fight each other, they're going to go for those other teams, but more importantly, they're going to run salty run backs. Just because there's so many teams in this situation, we're seeing excellent positioning, a lot of very, very greedy plays. Normally, people feel very, very scared when their whole team doesn't have ultimate, but a lot of these
teams have figured out how to cover and move so effectively that they're getting so much value. When you re-look at how JL was able to get 200 points over the rest of the lobby, it is absolutely clear that they get way more value after they win Yang. They're able to leverage so many Yang depletion situations that other teams weren't doing. But there was 2 weeks during J-Cup, and we live in a copycat league. Everyone went back and wanted to see what was the secret.
Is this the year that GG will finally mix up their roster?
Now, will it be enough? We already saw a lot of really great off-spawn counter
for like 3 years, man.
slowing down the veteran teams like JL and GG. Any one of these teams are capable of taking down one of these top teams. The difference that I think is going to make for the J-Cup Championship is when you get in a good spot, how far do you take it?
Yeah, it's the question of, will you carry this momentum? Will this game win help you advance, or will it make it more difficult because of your mental? You're going to get so cocky to the point where you're just like, oh, I'm unstoppable, but then you get stopped. You stop playing your heart out. You stop playing to the best of your ability because you start to lose. You start to lose that mental edge. You start to relax a little bit, and you're not 100% focused on the game. And I think that is a question that all these players need to take into consideration. Is when I start winning, will I start to relax? No, you can be relaxed mentally in the state of like, okay, I'm feeling good. I'm not
someone
too
has.
frantic, I'm gonna win.
It says
But you
someone
can't be
has
relaxed
50,000 points, so they can actually get the spear. No, like all time.
I don't need any sort of ambition.
It says total points, so I'm pretty sure they have that many points like
Oh my
right
God.
now.
I'm in 5th place.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. I just realized I'm in 5th place, bro. Look at
Oh,
this chat.
I see. I see it.
Was the F2V2.
Damn, I
but
almost away
something
because
that
I didn't predict
Satsuko
last
kept
match.
saying,
So now we gotta wait.
the hill they have to
Wait,
climb
isn't first place
up
Prosper
was
then?
the sheer amount of practice that these guys
I don't.
have. When I talked to DXJ, I wanted to get a
ROSP.
little bit of the inside scoop. DXJ, are you
ER.
cooking anything up? What's your
Is
secret?
that-
I'm pretty
And he's just
I'm
like,
pretty
Is that his
sure,
name
right?
in
we
game?
practice more than everyone else.
In game,
And
I
I
don't
was
fucking
just
know.
all right, my man. Hard work.
Wait, isn't that
pays
Prosper then?
off.
Because
I
that's
don't-
exactly his
secrets here.
spelling.
His
Like,
posture
that's like the number
is
of characters.
due to
I
him
don't
sitting that way for
think
4 years.
so.
I'm pretty sure TXJ might turn into a tree from how
I
thick
mean,
he's been
I
sitting up
think to
for
get
this long.
that many
Yeah, I've been
points, you
sitting
have
up
to have
for,
bought
only
the
the
pack
times that we're on
thing
camera in
for
the
gold.
broadcast, and my back is
But I
hurting,
didn't,
so I can't imagine the
that or
discipline
he's that mad lucky,
he's
right?
been
For like,
taking
in
there
terms of predictions.
as,
I
we are gonna be
guess it
seeing
says
I've never
he's
spent gold on
answered.
it.
all of these
It says
games,
he's
all of
answered
these players,
90
getting ready to lock it in
questions.
for
Which means
our
he can do
next
multiple choice
game.
questions.
Yeah.
You
Maybe he
guys are very
balled
chill,
out.
seeing
If he
them
if
hanging
he
out
if he
with
balled
Bada
out for the
backstage,
5K,
looking ready to go. $14,000 on the line for game number 2. We're gonna see the draft coming in just a second, and I'm excited to see how this meta has been shifted. Are we gonna be
But
seeing
that
a
person
lot
could actually get the
Viper
spear.
coming
It's
in?
crazy.
Are we gonna be seeing a lot of Syra being played, or are we gonna be seeing mainly our Enor?
Is this another mirror match?
Yeah. It's gonna be the fairy. Not fairy. It's gonna be the Kylan, Hottie, and Zip.
Oh.
Available. There are some
Yeah, so
other
we're not even leaving
compositions
this
that we
thing.
could see come out. Do
And
you
then
think,
next round is
and
gonna
I
be
know
choice
this
picks,
is a
and then
long
that's when
shot,
things
but do you
get
think we might
funky.
get to
So
see
the
the
rotation's the
turn
same
of
hero
the
pick
Tari
selection,
Zai?
so it's by ranking for the phases.
Masari, Zai.
So the higher
They
score,
just
unless you're in
can't
match
exist
point,
in
if
this
you're the
current
highest
meta.
score,
Both
you
Matari
end
and
up
Zai are
going
just
to
so
first. You're the
squishy,
first choice.
and those composition really benefited from getting a nice power spike timing on the old Siphon, where Takeda needed so much loot in order to get online, and Zai could just get online with a purple weapon and purple armor, and
Yeah, this
really
is-
1v3 teams. Now,
I forgot Ruby.
unlike before, she
Now I was
ain't
already like 20 hours
1v3
in when I realized that
any of the
legendary you
current
couldn't
meta.
choose who you
She's
want,
been
and
pretty
since I was 20 hours in, I was like,
on
yeah, fuck
her
it.
ult duration, and everyone's so accustomed to dealing with
Like
her
I wasn't
depth.
gonna
Some type of Zai variation.
say okay, goodbye
Something
20
that's
hours.
Very interesting because of the match points and just how little.
The only thing about
points you have to
legendary mode is
navigate
that,
character picks.
I mean, overworld stuff aside,
In the
Abyss
early
mode is still the
part,
same difficulty.
We see a lot of
Once you put it
posturing
into the
of
Abyss,
teams
uh-oh.
really wanting to play certain comps
Ruby
under
Roast, that's
certain
over for you.
circumstances.
bro.
Fireflies being one of them, and the actual map, just because end
done,
games are
Ruby.
very much shaped by the terrain. Halaroth, Perdoria, tons of cliff sides, tons of open area, so Viper just has so much of a no man's land to win a lot of.
What's this guy saying? there is a chance. If you are lucky or not is waited to be seen. But like you said, even if you don't get it, you are 2 steps closer to 100. Yo, what is this? What is this?
Using Spirit Row and endgame situations to his advantage by
just tell him he's just keep rolling. Tell him it's a diamond mine after the next roll, bro.
Now, sometimes
Bro, I think that's like Google Translate or something.
It's gotta be, bro. There's no other way.
Favor, or people pick some weirdo things that you're just forcing onto a different composition. I'm very
Oh yeah, I got all the bubbles. Oh, I got all the bubbles.
Anyone has some
perfect. Wait, there's a Tianhai bubble that I didn't even know about? What does that have? That's in the partner drops?
Where Transformers was dominating, how other teams could get more monks in the lobby by picking it on and off phase, allowing 4 monks to go through instead of just a normal 3 in each phase.
I mean,
I don't know if we're gonna see.
It's a whole different aspect though, Ruby. You're not gonna be looking at this game from you're not playing it for the PvP. I mean, unless you are playing it for the PvP, right? I ain't gonna judge. It's just the aspect of PvP is, you know, versus the whole what the game is, which is PvP oriented. Was that Faker?
Here we go. Our draft starts now. First round, Alliance, JL, and oh my goodness. First. This is a crazy first round. Second round going to be going BBE, Some News, GG, and SR. SS1521 and OA taking the third round, and our last round is going to be going Bauda, YZG, and Hex. Wow. This is it's pretty crazy.
This is going to be
seeing here how
best comp
rewarding
Dude, I need to look at these drops,
to
man.
do well that first game, and how much better.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness,
wait.
What?
Monk Takeda?
Wait.
Already,
wait, we're already in choice picks? Hold on.
We saw,
oh.
Hold on. Pause the fucking phone. What?
And
what?
Like I predicted, the second I saw the new Enor Yushan composition, it was going to be the first round pick. As Alliance and JLL are going to open up with
okay. Okay.
It's Akos. We're seeing Alliance locking it in with Akos instead of Shoot One.
Wait. You're not tripping. Wait, Nineveh, what do you mean?
To punish this composition. Akos,
there was only one mirror?
Hottie wants to be a bird, wants to fly white, wants to set the queue. Get your booty back here.
Throw me off, bro.
Akos cage. I can't believe.
Forgot.
Just like when Zai jumped into the meta, I
guess. I don't know. I was thinking it was going to be double mirrors going through.
I really never thought
finals.
Someone was going to pick an Akos.
Am I tripping?
People did gimmicks before with like Temi Akos, but never a real practical application.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Because it's coming down to the double pick comps. They go only triple pick.
Originally, the second strongest composition, the Kylan Hottie Zipping.
Like you can only use the one comp like twice at least, so you can only bring it up once more, and then after that you can't bring it up a third time. Okay.
Finally has new teammates with the Tessa, Akos, Viper getting moved over, but
yeah, you did play the beta too, Wazy. So
being able to create such great value in that.
Yeah, no.
Oh my goodness.
Bowder's on a 2 multiplier on the basic question.
Viper,
kind of need points.
On the basic question?
Has been moved to
yeah, it's Bowder or YZG.
Viper, Syra, Justina. The other one we're going to see is Temi. Now 5-2-1 with the opportunity to lock in. We are going to see a second monk in this line.
Oh wait, who's the choice picks though?
First picked out. No monk available for anyone else, and they are going to go.
YZG.
Oh my god,
Temi
they're playing Valda
with
monk.
the monk and the Valda. A little bit of a variation from what OUG is running, but
it's only 2 Syras in the lobby.
Be an incredibly difficult game for both OUG.
Yeah, there's multiple SS1s.
What team is that? 2 tick? Oh, OA.
Yeah, Pro A. Yeah, Pro A.
Almost everything's available to play, other than your Hottie Kylan,
here we go, last
other
phase.
than your Enor and.
Can't believe we never see the YZG with Bowda in the last phase.
I was saying,
not the timeline we'd like to be in.
Someone was gonna try to put in monk versus the Yushan.
Okay.
Oh my god, they're playing that comp.
Rage Cage.
And monk, a little bit of a siphon variation.
They're playing that comp.
The Rage Cage, Hell in the Cell.
Do I want to do 23 plus or 20 to 22?
Last pick is gonna go to the.
Oh, I did the 14-16.
Tessa, YZG.
That's wild.
Yeah, no, but I'm fucking running it. 14-16.
What is YZG gonna play?
Fumio, my man in the suit, bro. Oh! Oh yeah, you guys can't see this.
Many VODs. Shout out to Tacky Technology,
Oh
making that
my god.
What? So easy for Sachiko to go.
Wait, 3 Akos comps?
Yeah, this is the usual last phase.
It's like he plays here normally. The only problem with the 3v3s.
Then you have 2 Ward, dude. It's crazy,
just
man.
let the world know
Terra,
the secret to the
buff
sauce, as you just got a 3v3 all the time.
Fuck it, what are you doing? How many points are you putting in?
Fuck it. Just put. I'm only putting like 500 in.
To their opponent, their main opponent.
I'll put 1,000 on like higher multiplier, I think.
But they do scrim a ton of the global region.
I'm just going basic, bro. I'm very young Valda.
Get here,
let me see this shit.
How
many seconds we got? How many minutes? No, we good.
What did YZG pick?
They picked the same thing. The Akos comp.
They picked Ghost comp. Okay. Well, I'm going all in on Bowda. Wait, what Bowda pick?
The same thing.
Oh.
Yeah, the same. Not the timeline we want to be.
You're saying the same thing. Like,
yeah, it's the same thing as Bowda.
I don't know what
they picked. I thought you saw it. I thought you saw
Then they
it.
would play Immortal War. They would play for hours and hours, and then, you know, after Immortal
Imagine
War,
V2
they would
Aqua though, I'll be
relax
thrown
and play
aside.
other games,
I mean V1.
just hanging out.
V1 Akkas. That's crazy.
I'll throw up. I'm like, nah, don't do this, please.
3v3 Immortal War.
Lala Bumble says, when you choose my comment at Discord here,
it didn't matter who they were playing
do I will get Jacob Hat or no?
He said when you choose my comment. Like it's a matter of time.
Yeah, what about the, you know I'm Jacob Players Hunter, I deserve that hat.
After game number 1, now they're going to try and keep the momentum rolling.
I deserve, oh my god.
Trios is overlooked because it's the mechanics in it. Everyone wants to be this like demon.
Oh wait, Lions with the funky
comp.
Forgot.
Mechanics have been topping off. There is the teamwork mechanics.
Damn.
That
yo,
funky
funky comp.
Players heavily on.
Whoa.
Yo, Lions funky.
That's crazy.
Wait, are they gonna offer the Akko so that way when they hit match point, the other teams in the first phases are gonna start picking up the Akko's comp so that way they don't have to run the Akko's comp anyways? They're gonna be able to choose out.
There's 5 Akko's teams.
So they're gonna offer themselves Tianhai later on with Kurumi, or not Kurumi, Tianhai with Balda and Mulch. Okay, I see it. I see the vision.
Seb was talking about just how much volume it takes
in a year's
this is
a weird day.
in
Where your comps?
order to see
Run it.
the level of coordination that you're witnessing today.
Volume up,
You
chat.
see laser tight
Oh my
timings off
god.
spawn, precise mid-game
Run that shit. Was BVE running?
on multi-way fights, and there's so much to consider in trios now. Gone
They're right there
are
on the
days
spot.
we
This is not
just have
Fireflies, by the
one
way.
comp dominating a
Spawning on
certain day.
Emberhawk with
We always
OUG. Are
have
you gonna contest the Salvation podium?
characters, and
I thought they said it was Starry Night. I think it is Firefly.
It start. Oh, it is. It is Fireflies though. Still, Moonfall pass into this would have been the better play if it was possible.
This is something that Hex has
But this might be Rage
struggling
Cage. If they end up going to
since
Rage
they've
Cage,
been
they're
here,
in.
But they've overcome a lot of it with their ability from Satsuko to rotate well,
Brandon.
to still get loot as
Got
the
some guy
loot
asking
gets
to play
gobbled
co-op.
up by the rest of the teams. They're able to play this guerrilla warfare in the war zone. That is the Chinese region of these Titans. I hope that Hex can get something going, because when you get an MVP, Seb, it's a car, man. You gotta stay locked in that you win an MVP, you basically win a car.
Oh
so
shit! No, this is
doing
in-game
well
music.
each round. It doesn't matter if you're not competing for top 3, top 4. You're not trying to ladder up. Just having one great round. I believe any of these teams on the stage is capable of.
Here we go. Kicking things off with game number 2, we're going to see Chengdu's GG fighting against a VN's 5-2-1. Right off rip here, we are going to see Fat Milk in the 1v3 situation. Not looking to be in the most perfect.
Take this thing off. Thank you. Oh, no.
Oh my god, Sachiko got a kill.
Wait, what? Sachiko got a kill? Oh, well, we got a kill, though. All right.
Oh, no.